the man, the myth, the legend, well, God, chiming in with this meme here. Now, Pich, I don't know how much you watch the Olympics. I didn't watch too much. I did see this guy come across my radar. It was at some type of shooting competition. Everyone else had these crazy looking goggle, binocular looking things that I guess they're allowed to use. Seems like cheating to me. And then there was just one homie who just rolled up there, just bare corneas, just for the world to see. No glasses needed, just went up. And I believe he won, if I'm remembering accurately. Do you know anything about this?
Second.
He came in second.
He came in second.
Okay.
He is wearing glasses, but those are his like regular everyday glasses. He's not wearing those like super spy glasses like everybody else wears, which I can't believe is allowed, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like cheating.
It should be just like this guy over here. Also, that guy looks a little bit like your dad, and that's why I got on my radar, because I'm like, holy crap, that's weird. I have a new respect for your dad now. I was familiar with this. This was kind of one of the things that, I didn't know this competition went on at the Olympics, but we did this year because this meme kind of went around and it's all over the place.
So Weltgod took that meme of them and he said, every time Jett Howard hits a three, the Nikola Vucevic trade looks even worse from the Bulls. And the first one is with the goggles, Jett Howard. And the second one is every man without the goggles, also Jett Howard. And I mean, this just, I kind of had forgotten almost that Jett Howard was a part of that Vooch trade. It was so long ago now. I mean, maybe not that long, a couple years ago now. And now it's kind of coming to its culmination. Jett Howard's getting time. Franz Wagner just got the max extension. Wendell Carter just got an extension. Pich let his thoughts be known on that. But those three guys were the Vucevic trade. And man, I'll use this opportunity to talk a little bit about Jett Howard because he was in Osceola last year, kind of hidden from us, hidden from view. But now it's out in the open, and Jett Howard is fighting for minutes on this team, this extremely deep Orlando Magic team, and he's making a good argument for himself. 35 points this preseason on 7 of 17 from three. I think he was second in volume of threes to Jalen Suggs, but the highest percentage of anyone with that volume at 41.2%. The big knock has always been on Jett is the defensive side of the ball and having to know where he should be at all times on that side. He's been very upfront about that. It's clear that the coaching staff has been communicating that pretty much since day one he got into the league. And he's put the work in, he's put the time in, because it doesn't jump off the screen to me, Pich, that he's a liability on that end. I'm watching him on the defensive plays. He seems to be in the right place and not giving up any blow-bys or anything crazy where it makes you think, man, this guy needs to get off the court. No, absolutely not. Solid on the defensive side. And if he's putting out that type of offensive potency, woo! He's going to be 6-9 and all the ladies in Orlando.
I mean, if you're putting out that kind of offensive potency, you can go ahead and not be that great on defense, to be honest. I know that goes against everything Coach Mose stands for, but for my book, if you got 4 great defenders out there, one of them can be out there to shoot the three, because that's the one thing that we're kind of missing. So if he's going to do it, we welcome it with open arms. I mean, it's hard not to get excited about it. On the other hand, it's like, hey, the preseason, and how many times do you see a player go crazy in the preseason, and then they're not in a roster, or they're not in a regular rotation, and it's weird, and you're like, what the hell, where'd that guy go? You like to hope that's not it for Jett, because he's adding a piece that we really need. So I gotta imagine that will work out, and we'll talk a little bit more about minutes and stuff like that later. But yeah, I mean, an impressive debut in the preseason. Well, not debut, because he was there last year, right? But yeah, I think the year in Osceola probably did him some good, learning what this team wants from him, where they want him to be, what he wants to do. And unfortunately for us, he hasn't lost the ability to shoot the rock, which was like probably the whole reason they made that, what at the time we felt like was a real reach. Not seeming as like a bigger reach now, maybe based on what we're seeing, but we still need to see it in regular season NBA games first.
Yeah, this guy, what struck me is the confidence piece, because being in their eyes probably demoted in a way and having to play in the G League an entire season. You're the number 11 pick and you're play a whole year on the JV squad. That could break somebody. That could go either way. And it says a lot to the character of Jett that he went through that, took what he needed from that experience, had the right mindset about it, and is now coming in with super confidence in this preseason and knocking down shots. But it kind of felt like confidence wasn't going to be an issue for Jett, the way that he was shooting the ball for Osceola. I mean, the game that I went, Mac McClung was the best player on the floor. I'm being 100% honest. He ran that game, but Jett Howard scored like 31 points, and he was just torching from beyond the arc. So, hey, well, we could use that. We could use that this year.
Hey, did you like that clip? Well, it's part of a larger podcast that we do that you can see by going to our page, and go ahead and subscribe while you're there.
And come hang out with us in Orlando, December 26th for Court Cousins Night. We're going to cut down the net. There's tons of giveaways. Link is in the description.